What's up, my little TisaTellss? How you doing today? Well, if you're Khloe Kardashian, baby, when it rains, it pours. Now, listen, we know Khloe can't get right when it comes to picking a good man. But apparently, RayJ is out in the blogs now dragging Khloe for what he says is disrespect to his people and Black men. Baby, we're going to get into this, but I also want to say, isn't it funny the way everybody always got a complaint? And listen, Kim did RayJ wrong. The Kardashians did RayJ wrong. But RayJ, it has not escaped our attention that you are to blame for this too. Because baby, before they turned on you, right? Before they turned around and did a Kanye on you, you were their biggest cheerleaders, rah, rah, and all that. Listen, let's get into this because at the end of the day, we have to lay blame on where it belongs. And that is at the feet of one Khloe Kardashian. It's not just Khloe, it's Kim too, because Kim was sitting there making bikini and fried chicken jokes too. Y'all, strap in, let's get this going. But before we do, hit that like, comment, subscribe button. Also, just to let you guys know, I am jumping back in the recap game. I literally did a recap. If you're into Real Housewives of Potomac, I know that show is a dumpster fire and we're chronicling it. The review is up on my channel. Also, I did a recap with Grace and Layla Lynn. It's on Grace's channel. We had so much fun. We talked for almost an hour. I was a substitute for this week, but you guys go on, show support, and let them know you're at TisaTellss in the comments. Okay, let's get into this mess. So let me pull up the offending thing that RayJ decided. First of all, RayJ posted this, and I'm gonna let y'all know. Smoke, mirrors, bubbles, maybe they settled with him, I don't know. He said, so Freaky Marco, shout out to Freaky Marco, right? Make sure y'all follow him on Instagram. He's actually really funny, right? Said, that time Wendy Williams had to check Khloe. You made them famous, and this is how they repay you, RayJ. Facts, right? And then RayJ said, I just reposted because this was not cool to say. Now, what was it? Khloe posted, because you know Khloe, y'all be feeling sorry for Khloe. And don't get me wrong, some of the things she's gone through, no human being should have to go through. They're incredibly heartbreaking and hard. But Khloe is not a nice person. And as much as she's been through stuff, every time she got a chance to turn around and make somebody else pay, suffer, or do something ignorant, she will take that chance. She said, the only KKK to ever let Black men in. Khloe said, posted this, and then said true. Now, as you can guess, they dragged her, right? And as well they should have. And Scott jumped in before Khloe had to delete the post and said, and a Jew too. I didn't even know Jewish people had sellouts, but I guess they do. Y'all, let's get into this mess because a lot of things Khloe has done over time has been incredibly racially insensitive. And the reason Khloe thinks she can make these remarks is this is my theory. It's for two reasons. One, she thinks because she loves Black men and has Black children, then that allows her to speak on Black culture, even the most hurtful parts. I would imagine if I was dating somebody from, let's just say, Indian or from mainland China, right? Thailand. I would take enough time to educate myself on their culture before actually speaking on their culture. But Khloe has a history of this because before I get my thing, let me get into more stuff Khloe said. In several episodes of Keeping Up with the Kardashians over the years, Khloe has also poked fun at her pattern of dating Black men, even once advising Kim to shut down critics that accused her of appropriating Black culture by saying, hashtag fact, my baby is Black. Hashtag I only like Black. That's what I would say. So the fact that Khloe, and this is actually scary, you think, Khloe thinks that Black culture is liking Black, B-A-L-L. That's what you think Black culture is? You think by birthing a Black person, a Black daughter, and dating a Black man, that you have proximity that you not only have proximity to Black culture, but there's no way you can culturally appropriate because you are Black culture, because you like Black hue. How does that work? I'm being serious, but there's more, because it actually starts to stagger the mind, right? Because what does, anyway, that same year, Khloe, who shares 2 young children with Tristan, 3rd trimester Thompson. Isn't it funny that Khloe has such troubling views on race, and especially what it means to be Black men, what they like, what they're into, all this stuff. And she ended up with a stereotype of what that man is: making babies, don't care, cheating outright, got you crying in your readies. Listen, that's when stereotypes go right. Anyway, that same year, Khloe, who shares 2 young children with Tristan, faced backlash for posting a photo that encouraged people to love thy neighbor, including thy racist neighbor. Now, here's my issue with Khloe also. Khloe's always speaking on things that don't concern her. Who are you to tell people to love thy racist neighbor? Are you experiencing racism? Are you going to tell your babies when something happens? Because, baby, they look like they're on our side of the pond. I'm just saying, all the Kardashian kids do, except for Kourtney's, look like they're on our side. Are you going to say, love thy racist neighbor? Are you going, But there's more. Listen. So Wendy Williams said, Khloe, this is what RayJ was responding to. Just because you let all Black men in, a lot, doesn't make you an honorary nothing. You are a white woman. Know your place. And they said, this is where someone like Khloe Kardashian gets too familiar and too comfortable. She has a Black baby daddy and 2 Black best friends. And she thinks it's okay to make heinous joke about race matter, and that she has no idea how deep it runs for people. Okay, fine. All that is true. And I can drag Khloe all day, but I would like to call Brother RayJ Norwood to the front of the congregation, because let me tell y'all something. We can point fingers at the Kardashians all we want. We can point fingers at the Kardashians all we want. But at the end of the day, who enables their behavior? There's a scene, I'm not going to play because I don't want to get hit with copyright, right? Since Kim's been getting dumped, like she's been on a war path, make sure nobody says nothing bad about her, where she calls Khloe. And Khloe's talking about how Omarion, why can't I say his name, tried to come at her. I know, imagine that, right? Always picking the wrong one. You picked Lamar over Omarion, right? Tried to come at her, but she's like, I look at you as just a friend. You know why she looks at him as just a friend? Because you got to cheat on Khloe and treat her like trash to excite and ignite her. Khloe's in the humiliation. You can't come to that woman with respect. You gotta be like on some hustle and flow. Whoop that trick for Khloe to be like, oh my God, like I'm feeling things I've never felt before. That's Omarion's problem. He treated her with too much respect. We see from Khloe's dating history, it doesn't look like she's into respect. I'm just saying. But let me get back to my point, right? Kim was on the phone with her, and she was like, I didn't know Omarion liked me like that, and I don't know what to do, and this and that. Malika was sitting right next to Khloe. Kim's on speakerphone. She said, Khloe, you're taking this too hard. This is when she talked like a Valley girl. Think about when she was talking trash about Whitney Houston, that same voice. She said, just show up at his door with a bikini, right? Holding a bucket of fried chicken. Go all out, let him know you care. As soon as she said fried chicken, Khloe was like, what? And Malika literally looked at her and rolled her eyes, but didn't say anything. And here is my thing. We can blame the Kardashians for a lot of stuff, and I do, and they are accountable. But Brother RayJ, if you come to the front of the congregation, right, and bring Brother Kanye West, because y'all could come for Candace Owens' film preview, so you can come to the front of the congregation too. How are you saying that's not cool, that's not right? 10, 15 years later. You really expect me to believe that they got these thoughts about Black men, race relations, and Black women? Who's the only Black people they know? Malika, Khadijah, you, Kanye. I mean, come on, we can count on their hands how many close Black friends they have. And you was sleeping in bed with her for how long? She stole from your mother. She stole from your sister. You was still asking her to send you pics, and it hit you on the DL. You know what I'm talking about. He posted those things himself. You was begging to smell it again. This is after you saw Khloe making racist jokes. This is after Kim and her things. This is after she called you making those things about Whitney Houston. This is after all this. So I say this. The Kardashians have very troubling views, in my opinion, it's all my opinion, on Black women, on what it means to be the culture, where their places in the culture. But almost every man, except Reggie Bush, because again, when Kim was in Reggie Bush, she knew she might have had those inside thoughts, but she knew not to say them outside. Reggie's mom and his sisters had her on lock. That's probably why they didn't get married, because they saw her coming and was like, nah. There were too many women that Reggie loved and respected, and Kim couldn't sit there and be queen bee. Again, this is my opinion. And when I say queen bee, I mean that hierarchy where the Kardashians have troubling views on race. But who taught them that? Who allowed that? Who laid in bed with them every night and not just accepted it, but expanded on it? And only when you were cast out of heaven, Brother Norwood, only when you were cast out of heaven, Brother West. I'm not even going to say Kanye, because Kanye's still trying to get back in heaven. But when people are kicked out, then they want to sit there and give up tapes. But what was you doing when you was right in the thick of it? Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. I'm just saying, we need to have a serious conversation about this, because as much as we can drag the Kardashians, and you know I will, and drag Khloe, and she needs to be dragged. RayJ, you speaking up 10 years later? This is wrong. RayJ, where's the lawsuit? All that hooting and hollering you were doing about your mother and your sister and your mom and all this stuff, where's your lawsuit? I hope you settled. I hope you settled. And when I say settled, I hope it wasn't for Kim giving you like a iPhoto burst of her Skims campaign while she's busy crying over Pete. Anyway, my little TisaTellss, let me know what you think in the comments, and I will talk to you later. Bye.